Yo, welcome back everybody to Dub Game Entertainment. Now the time has finally come. The update we have all been waiting for, update 1.04, just dropped. Now it says 1.06 on PS4, so that is why you got that little parentheses 1.06 in the video title. So I'm really excited for this. Some pretty big updates coming. So the first thing we're going to talk about is legendary missions, and they're actually legendary missions that you can replay missions that you've already beaten, and they have a whole new game event. Like when you enter your javelin, you can now select legendary missions. It's like, I think, look at it like right over top of strongholds, and you can play some legendary missions, and it's pretty cool how they did that. I mean, it makes it a lot more fun that you can do some new stuff, new game modes added to Anthem. So that's one thing that was changed with this new update, that was very necessary for me to, go over in today's video. So we all know the Elysian chests have been added. At the end of strongholds, when you beat the bosses, you can get those Elysian chests. That is one of the most talked about things lately. They have been added now, so this is open and very thrilling and very exciting to be getting those. You just have to have the right keys in order to open them. They are also a limited time event. Like I've said already in past videos, do not contain armor. Now that was something that made a lot of people aggravated, that they didn't contain armor. So there's been some loot changes. So the chests that you get for like completing like world events and world quests in free play, they now have additional items, and Apex creatures can drop more loot. GM1 or higher strongholds bosses can drop more than one masterwork, and now finally they have the chance to drop legendaries. Now I knew that was something that a lot of the fan base was talking about. Will we ever get to see legendaries drop from these big boss battles? And now you can, ladies and gentlemen. It is now doable. So that's definitely an exciting new thing added in the game. It's definitely a necessity that was added. So the auto kick timer went from 10 minutes to 5 minutes, and that's when you're just sitting still doing nothing. It used to be wait to 10 minutes of doing that, and then you eventually get kicked out of that game mode. Now it went from 10 minutes down to 5 minutes, and that is kind of needed. I mean, it's not a huge change to what a lot of people were really thrilled about change, but it's definitely a needed thing, because when you're doing these strongholds and free play events, when you could be having other people actually help you, they actually just take up a slot and just sit there and do nothing. So that did get relatively annoying as I went on playing Anthem. So that's a good thing that they did. The performance, like the time of day and like weather and everything, has been improved. Not 100% sure what that means yet. I do not think it means our new winter region has been added, but I think they mean they did some improvements to the lighting of the game, like the daytime and nighttime lighting in the sky, and like the rain type of temperature. I think that's what they meant with these changes being added. So the forge, now the loading screen to and from the forge have been removed, and that is a good thing. It's not a huge thing, but it is definitely something that I really wanted to see. Like it's pretty cool how you don't have to have that load screen anymore. You can also now enter the forge from the main menu screen. You do not need to enter through that one part of Fort Tarsus, then head to your forge. You can enter it now from the main menu section. So that's a that's a really cool new thing. The free play bugs like the tombs. You can now enter the tombs better and actually get the loot from them. I know that's been a bug for one point. The Sentinel World events against the Outlaws have been buffed and changed, so it actually works. I know you've been some of those where you don't get the chests and everything from them. So that's been changed. The strongholds, there's a lot of been changes. Mostly fog walls in the Heart of Rage and the Temple of the Scar stronghold. The fog walls have been removed, so that's another very good thing that's been added. The stronghold I'm playing right now, the Tyrant Mine, the door to the underground boss battle is now removed or buffed a little bit, so you can get through there easier and quicker. It's definitely a needed thing, and it's good that BioWare has officially made that change. So there's been fixes to random missions as well, like this random mission fixes. Many fixes to bugs, like just little bugs that haven't been going right in the game. Many fixes have came to them, so that also being another great thing. Audio fixes, there's been a lot of conversation about audio and sound bugs and glitches. That's been fixed. Gear, the frag grenade and venom spray for the interceptor has been buffed. Acid, ice, lightning, and fire effects have been buffed as well to make them work more appropriately. They fixed issues with weapons, like the magazine size. I said it would be one thing, but it would actually be another. Like I said, no new armor sets yet added. No luck removed. Luck has not yet been removed from Anthem. Kind of a bummer, because luck actually it really doesn't work like it's supposed to, and that's been an occurring issue for quite a while in Anthem. So they haven't fixed anything with the luck. They buffed Javelin's performances. A lot of the performance for the Javelins have now been buffed and fixed. Another necessity that has been changed in the game, all for good, of course. I mean, obviously it's going to be for the good. Why would they want to do something for the bad other than like what they've done with the past loot drops? But it's everything in this update seems to be changing for the good, and that's very respectable, and it's very likable. There's been some issues with creatures, like not being able to get frozen, and you can't freeze certain creatures. That bug has been fixed. You can now directly freeze and burn the enemies and whatnot, so that's definitely a good thing. They improved inscriptions, another necessity. Inscriptions are now better, and there's been a few issues with them in the past, so it's good that BioWare has fixed them and that they have been aware of that issue. So good job on that behalf, BioWare. The game crash fixes, there's been a lot of bugs that breaks people's games and crashes them and whatnot, and a lot of those bugs have been fixed with this new update. So very, very good there, very needed. It was another major necessity. Along with those legendary drops for boss battles, that was also one of the huge conversations lately that everyone really wanted to see change, and they've gotten their wish on that behalf. So thank you for that, BioWare. And pretty much last but not least, the Masterwork gear recharge has been limited. There's been the Masterwork recharge is a lot quicker now, so you can use your Masterwork gear and abilities much quicker than you used to be able to. So a great thing there. That's pretty much it for the patch notes. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.